Welcome to Evan Adams on a Thursday, last show of the week. Summer Friday is almost over. We are in full swing for training camp. Let me tell you who's on the show. Someone who is so terrifying, but so wonderful and delightful. A two-time Super Bowl champion, 2008 Defensive Player of the Year. Deebo is here. James Harrison joining the show. I don't know that he's ever been on the program. We'll, of course, get into some Steelers action. Maybe take a trip or two down memory lane. Which memory lane would you like to go down with James Harrison? Please let us know. Guys, hit us up on Twitter right now. We also, what a treat, we have Dolphins running back Jaylen Wright on the show. I'm seeing a lot of breakout player lists. He is on all of them. It's year 2 in Miami. Let's go. You're getting a little shimmy out of me this morning. We have such a big show. Matthew Hamilton, James Harrison, terrifying, but I feel like there's maybe some misconceptions. What did we get wrong about the lore of James Harrison? Or are people like Bussin' with the Boys, friends of the FanDuel family? You know, they went around with Travis Kelce talking about their scariest James Harrison stories. Like, are they maybe underselling how terrifying he is? I want to know who he thinks terrifying. Who does the terrifying guy think was scary, or in any era in NFL history? Those are the kind of questions I want to ask. Anything you want out of him.
I mean, I want to hear that 2008 season, I think, was maybe the best season we've ever seen a defensive player have, outside maybe Lawrence Taylor when he won the MVP. But I wonder if he thinks he should have won the MVP that year over Peyton Manning. We love Peyton, but wasn't Peyton's best of those 6 MVPs Peyton won? That was probably the weakest season he had. I wonder if James Harrison thinks that should have been his.
You can't even say the name James Harrison. It's so scary. He's certainly on those scariest players of all time lists. We've got Jaylen Wright, who's on the breakout list, which we love. Yesterday, we scratched the Jets off our list of teams to give love to with Darren Muji, and his getting ahead in a very elite GM sort of way. Our first taste getting it done with Sauce and Garrett Wilson, which I'm excited about, and I think they're being super undervalued. Shall we talk about the other team in New York?
Let's do it.
Let's go. New York Giants getting a little slice here this morning. Their rookies are headed to training camp. They're in training camp, I think, this week. Listen, I know the schedule has been the story of the offseason. I am not a schedule girly. I hate the schedule people out there. They're the people living under the schedule stairs. No, thank you. A huge reason that people are undervaluing them is the schedule. They're not expecting anything from the Giants this year, and it is kind of brutal. But I'm tired of hearing it. You got to play what you're dealt, dance with the girl you came with, whatever people say. It's just not an excuse. And with what Joe and Brian have done this offseason, I'm first name basis with them. I certainly am. I'm not so convinced this is some lost year. Okay. The quarterback situation is really compelling and interesting. I want a GoPro on everybody's strapped to everybody's head going into training camp here. Russell Wilson, Jackson Dart, Jameis. They're upgrades, no? Question mark, aren't they? Top 10, maybe even top 5 wide receiver in Malik Neighbors, friend of the show, to throw to. I don't think the offense needs to be top 5, top 3 to be competitive, do they? If they can be if they can be middling, they're going to be a pain in the butt to deal with in that division. I think the defense is going to be very good. Brian Burns, Dexy with the dance I was doing with Sierra at Fanatics Fest. Abdul Carter, Thibodeau. The Giants, they're dangerous. They might have the most dangerous front. Let's debate. Who's a more dangerous front than the Giants? You guys tell me at Up and Adams Show. They've got upgrades on the secondary. Javon Holland. We've got, lots of stuff going on there, making them a top 10 question mark defense. They're pain in the butt. I asked Mr. GM, friend of the show twice over, Joe, a couple of months ago, about that side of the ball on the defense, and here's what he said. Let's remind ourselves.
Yeah, on paper, I like the defense. There's some good players, good leadership, some guys with vet experience, and some young guys. Then we have players that are going into year two that played well year one. That I'm excited to see how a Tyler Nubin, a Drew Phillips play this year, going into their second year. They've had good off seasons. They've been around a lot. They've been working hard. So add the new guys with some of the guys that were here, and I'm excited to see what those guys can do.
We are too. We were excited. I don't, what does it mean for the season as a whole, postseason, all that stuff? You guys can go hang out on FanDuel Sportsbook and do with these nuggets what you will as far as futures are concerned. But as far as where they're headed, they're improved. They've made improvements. We just went over them. So when you do look at FanDuel Sportsbook, and when you look at that schedule, whatever, like, do the Giants not beat these odds? 5.5 wins for you don't think they're going to have 5.5 wins, world? I'm not saying they're making the playoffs. I don't know if I dabble in that. But aren't they closer to a wild card spot than not? They're projected at the bottom of the NFC. I don't know if I'm buying that. At Up and Adam Show, what do you want me to ask James Harrison? Do the Giants have the best front on defense in the NFL? You guys tell me. Let's go to offense here. Jamar Chase was hanging out with, I believe, CBS Sports yesterday. And he said that he believes that a receiver is going to hit that 2,000-yard mark. I'm a Calvin Johnson girly. I don't know if I want to see that, but that would, of course, break Megatron's record. And he thinks it's going to happen within the next 3 years. And I thought about this, and so did Hamilton. And do we agree with it? Yeah, you added a game, of course. It's a little surprising it hasn't happened. It's more, it's not a question of maybe even when or if. I guess it's a question of who. That's what got me thinking. And so then let's take a look at, is it Jamar, right? That's what we want to get into. He has to be near the top of the list if you're figuring out who that might be. Put up a 2,100-yard pace from week 10 on to close out the season. Justin Jefferson is interesting. He does it year in, year out. Those two ultra competitive. Of course, they love each other, but don't love each other. Is it Jamar Chase? You've got T there. We've all talked this all whole offseason about how Mike Gesicki's going to play a bigger role. Maybe Yoshi too. He's going to throw a ton that Joe. I believe Joe will lead the league in passing this year. I think Joe could have a 5,000-yard season. I think you will this year. Not a great, I don't know what it means for them as a team. I don't love that. But I think, I don't know that the defense is going to not help him get to that number. So then it's Jamar and Justin Jefferson, maybe 1 and 1A, flip them around, whatever, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Who's the third one is the most interesting part of this. Is it CeeDee Lamb, right? He's put up over 1,700 before. Is it Puka? Puka's interesting. But Devontae Adams is there. They're balanced. I don't know if they're going to allow for that. I look at CJ Stroud coming off what was a year that maybe didn't fulfill his expectations. Is it Nico Collins who got hurt, but before that he was a target magnet. He was getting the ball every 3 seconds and he was on a 2,000-yard pace. I like him as a little dark horse in the race of who is first to hit 2,000 yards. Now FanDuel, for whatever reason, they don't have odds for 2,000 receiving yards. Maybe they will because the overlords, as you know, once I say something, they like to muck it up. Maybe they do put this on there. I'd like to see that, Chris McGolan and Suze out there. Let's do this. We'll talk to the overlords. But if you take a look at the odds to lead the league in receiving right now, that's kind of all we have to go off. They do have Jamar first, plus 650. I like it. Justin Jefferson, plus 850. I love that. There's some confidence in J.J. McCarthy. Plenty of confidence, well-deserved for Justin Jefferson. Then they have Malik Neighbors and Nico Collins at plus 1,000. So, hello, LSU. 4 LSU Tigers in the top 6 is amazing. Brian Thomas Jr. In there as well. Who is the first receiver to hit 2K? That is the question du jour, question of the day. Comment on YouTube, guys. Hit me up on Twitter, and we will work on the overlords. In the meantime, any idea, Matthew, on why or what that would even look like, a 2,000 thing? It's just not a thing.
Yeah, they have odds for 2,000 yards rushing. They don't have it for receiving yet. So, and I know they put out some odds last year for Saquon to break, and I think there are odds up already for Saquon to break the single season rushing record. But we got to get that Calvin Johnson record up there too, because it's just a matter of time.
I don't want it to happen. Calvin Johnson in front of the show. We like the legends here. These young cats trying to do their thing. Speaking of legends, I believe we have James Harrison on the show after this. Don't believe that he's been on the program, but we'll be back. Hopefully, we'll have James Harrison. And it's nice that this is over Zoom because he can't tackle me. Yeah, great. And then we have Jaylen Wright, which will be exciting.
Yeah.
I was in charge of my nephews yesterday. 9 and 12. I don't ever, oh gosh, it's just so wild. You wanted to see the river here in Chicago.
Yeah,
Went to
of course.
and then you're like, let's go on a river tour. Everything's just like, I want everything to be agile. Like, let's go. So, of course, great. Go on which everyone should do. The architecture tour in Chicago is the way to see the city. It's just the best. And it's short enough and whatever. And about 30 minutes in, and it was kind of light. Like, it was like I bought tickets and got on, and I was like, oh, this was easier than I thought. Like, summer in Chicago usually.
Mm-hmm.
Well, of course, because there's adult humans who are mature adults who look at the weather. And then I don't even know how to look at that. What is it, like the minute by minute, the AccuWeather? Like, people have like my brother can tell you my brother will be like, in 3 seconds it's gonna rain, and it rains.
Yeah, if you look at the weather app on your phone, it kind of gives you that. Yeah.
Nope. Anyway, didn't look at the weather. It wasn't that it rained. It's that, like, I was like, wives and children's first. Like, where are the boats to lower in? Like, it was that kind of a situation. So I did not look at the weather. It was quite hilarious. But yeah, you know what not to do? You know what's fun to do when you're an aunt is to take them to like an It's Sugar or a sugar factory or like a candy store.
Yeah.
It's fun to do that as the last thing you do before you deliver them back to their homes, respectively, right?
Yeah.
That I miscalculated that because so then you do that.
Big
and
mistake.
You're like,
you did it too early.
Yeah.
And then you had to deal with the sugar rush.
I didn't have a drop off. So then it's like, oh, this is what happened. And it happened so quickly that I almost think it's placebo effect. There's just no way. But then you're like, oh no, it is. It's real.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Man, you made every mistake in the book pretty much.
I really did. The weather thing was, well, I didn't like buy him a pack of cigarettes or some we weren't like sitting on the curb at 7-Eleven doing scratcher tickets. Like, let's relax. I kept it clean.
I mean, the scratcher tickets might have been a better move. But.
Oh. That sounds great.
Okay.
Let me get that.
So a little Trey Hendrickson news potentially too going on right now.
Don't even. Did Von Miller sign with the Commanders?
Yes, he did. It happened.
Interesting.
They've been looking for a pass rusher for a while, so interesting move.
I wonder how much Dan Quinn had to do with that. On Von's side. Okay. Welcome back to the F and Adam Show. James Harrison on the way. We're due to talk to Jaylen Wright as well. Entering his second year, Mr. Breakout down in Miami. Lots of stuff going on. Very fun week of sports ahead of us. This is the most dull, mind-numbing week of sports, as we all know. This the All-Star break and no football and yada yada yada. But there's teams have reported rookies, of course, to training camp. We have the Open Championship going on in Northern Ireland that we know a lot about because, of course. We are a sports show. We are a golf show. We are a baseball show, or all the things. But we do get to see Scotty and Rory battle it out for the first major of the year there, which we love. And, All-Star break is over. My nephews were telling me we got Dodgers and Brewers action tonight at 8 p.m. We're loving that. I want to take a little peek, and by me, I mean Hamilton, at the World Series odds as we head into the second half. Your All-Star break is behind us. Didn't catch any of it. Did I miss anything? Doubtful. No surprise that the Dodgers are overwhelming faves. They're repeating at plus 220. The Tigers, what? They have Calvin Johnson's primitive performance. Hammer your mics up. Don't start swearing or anything. They have the second shortest odds right now at plus 700. And then as I see it here, the Phillies and the Yankees plus 800. Where are my Cubbies? Okay, plus 1,300 for the Chicago Cubs. Didn't quite get the K. Adams Chicago pitch bump. But we'll see about that. Anything stick out to you? Mets, anything? I'm trying to think.
And the Astros are interesting too. Like they kind of retooled this year. This is supposed to be a little bit of a step back. They've been playing really good baseball. Their lineup is crushing it. Those Mets are always interesting. I thought the Mets odds would have been a little bit better, but I guess because the NL is so loaded, you know, they took a little dip there. But those Mets, if they get hot in the second half, they're definitely a team to watch there.
Jordan Spieth had his baby.
Yes.
So he's got 3 now. What's the name? Sully? Oh, cute.
Sully. Yep.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at this little baby, this little nugget. So he's gonna get the Sully bump.
Oh yeah,
I think
definitely.
Don't you think?
I think his odds were plus 6,000 heading into this when I saw yesterday.
Yeah, why aren't we doing that? We gotta say, what are the odds for the opening?
Well, because it's going on right now. It started at 1:30 this morning. So these guys are mid-round right now. See, Scheffler's 1 off the lead. He's -3 right now. He finished his round.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you to you, Mr. Intrepid Silent Reporter, for the golf world. And thank you and congrats to Jordan Spieth and Annie on baby number 3. Good luck to him as he is our FanDuel family. We'll be back after this. I'm being rushed to bring in James Harrison next. All good. He's in a car. Does he sound okay? There's 2 things that I think of when outside of all the obvious iconic moments. Mm-hmm. That FanDuel commercial that he was in was so freaking funny and such good acting by him, by the way, which is not easy. It is just not. It's not at all. And him like tackling that guy and like chasing him around the kitchen and being terrifying. And you know what? I liked it not just for the aesthetics, but it is so true that like all these guys like thinking like criticizing or like whatever. It's like, yeah, now James Harrison's in your kid. I wish that could be real life. You know what I mean? I wish that could be real life. The second thing I think
in the kitchen in some of these studios,
the second thing I think about is my favorite, where he like calls a guy, which is what a huge fear, a question asker. I don't know if they're a journalist or what's going on, but a question asker who James clearly knew that he didn't know much about him, and he asked he stepped in the wrong line of questioning, and James called him out on it. And that, that was wild. And that's still everywhere. I come across that often, which is strange.
It's a meme now. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to text you.
Did you want to hear the Trey Hendrickson update?
No, but I'd love for you
not
to
prepare.
I can find it, but you can see if you want to put that in there.
Okay.
You tell me.
Gotcha.
So we're talking lizards. Listen, my nephew's a fan of Alan Lazard because his last name is similar to lizard. So we are in the right spot here.
Yeah. Does he have a lizard? I know he wanted one.
He has a lizard. Her name is Aurora.
There we go.
She's really beautiful. She's like a pretty, she's got spots on her. She's really pretty.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. I'm not scared of lizards, which is weird because you know what I'm terrified of.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay.
I would have thought lizards are in that same family. I thought.
Yeah.
But now you're cool with lizards?
Yeah, I'm down. Don't bother me at all. Okay, let's do this. Thank you to James for popping on. I'm excited to see this music video.
A lot of good stuff to work with for that music video. So.
Mm-hmm.
James Harrison, 100-yard interception return.
some people need coffee to get them going. I could just look at James Harrison highlights and the destruction and the game playing and doing it the right way. James Harrison, welcome to the show, a 2-time Super Bowl champ. I know you're outside, you're wandering around. Is there a bearded lizard near you can grab? What is this bearded lizard?
It's a bearded dragon.
Oh, sorry.
And yeah, her name is Mango. It's actually my son's dragon. It just became mine now somehow. He don't do much for it no more. So
so you're taking care of it. Here it is, the bearded dragon. This is Mango.
I can't see nothing, and I'm sideways looking at myself vertical. What is this?
Why don't you just come here and then go to left?
We're looking at you with Mango, I think.
I can't see none of that. Am I supposed to see that?
You are, but I don't know I don't know how it works. I'm not hearing from the control room. Where are you? What are you doing? How's your summer so far?
It's going all right. I'm out here at my son's 7-on-7 here. 7-on-7 stuff right now. So that's what I'm doing.
Are you coaching? Are you what kind of a dad are you when you're watching that?
Never coaching. I'm silent, sitting there watching.
Okay. Love it. You've got that Deebo shirt. We're excited, of course, see you, everything that's going on. I have a question for you. I feel like we see you pop up sometimes. You give great sound bites. Do you ever think about analyzing the NFL, joining a show, broadcasting?
Did a little bit of that in 2018, 19, up until COVID happened with Fox. I was a guest on Heard Speak for Yourself and Undisputed.
Okay.
So it was cool while I did it.
Okay.
No, not really. I mean, kind of, I don't know. I'm not really that into it, I guess, anymore. I'm more into what my kids is doing, so.
Well, I love that. And I love that you're there supporting your son and that you took over duties of the bearded dragon, which we love. I just loved seeing all the workout videos and that going on. I don't know if you pay attention to other media and podcasts, but Travis Kelce was joined Taylor Lewan and Will Compton on Bussin' with the Boys. Did you see any of that?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
What is it? What happened?
They went around and they basically told, scary stories of James Harrison, their most intimidating moment. It was like 3 kids around a campfire with a flashlight trying to tell scary stories. Do you think that the lore of James Harrison, they did? I think do we have a clip? Okay, let's play. Maybe you can listen to this even though you can't see.
Coach was like, we know you're
like 3 plays later. I'm on the line of scrimmage, looking into the ball. He's outside backer, kind of around with number 2, 3-by-1 set, and he just times it up and smokes me on the times up the snap and everything that come off the ball. Wow, just absolutely blindsided, and he just starts running around. End of drive. And I'm just kind of looking around. I look over at him. He's just staring at me with visor on again. I'm just not saying a thing.
What do you remember about that? That's Travis Kelce. It was 2016 divisional round.
I don't.
Nothing?
That's part of the play. Nah. I mean, that's game. That's gameplay. Wasn't nothing personal. It's business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. James, did any trash talking ever work on you?
Nah. It's trash talk.
Ever?
The game, it's trash talk, dude. The game is played with me actually putting my body and hands to use. You could talk all you want to. You could have a great talk game. It don't matter if you can't play the game.
Is there anything about the lore, this larger, maybe not larger than life, maybe it's totally accurate. Is there anything people get wrong when they look back at what your legacy has been?
I don't know what they say. I don't really, I guess, I don't know. I don't read my own press clippings, I guess. So I don't know. Maybe nothing's wrong. Maybe everything is wrong. Who knows?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I said maybe nothing is wrong. Maybe everything is wrong. I don't know. I don't read my own press clippings.
Yeah. I would say it's not press clippings, but it's players and everyone saying as a fan, you were the most intimidating, the hard hits. You were considered one of the most intimidating people in a sport filled with intimidating people. Is there any one player at any point in your career that you found
What are you saying now?
I said, is there any player that you found intimidating at any point of your career?
No. It's a football game.
No one.
No. That sounds stupid. Like another human, to be intimidated by another human being in a football game is absolutely ridiculous to me. I would be intimidated by somebody that had a gun that was 5 foot nothing because he has a gun. I'm not being intimidated by somebody playing a football game. What's the worst you could do? Knock me out?
Yeah, because if you get 5,
I mean, yeah, that's great perspective. And I guess you were never intimidated on any drive, any team. I mean, I wouldn't be if I were you either, I guess, and had that mentality. Is there any running back? I'm thinking like a lot of fans rather. You have to think about it from the fan perspective. Like we'd love to have seen you against Derrick Henry, right? One-on-one, you two going at it. How would that go?
Winning. What you mean how'd that go? I'm winning.
Okay. Okay, I'm glad. James.
What are you talking about?
I would just like to know how that would go. I feel like, if your careers overlap, that would have been great. Is there,
Yeah, I'm winning. That's no question.
Okay, I love that. Your Steelers, are you excited about them this season? What are you most looking forward to? They have, of course, no more George Pickens. They add Aaron Rodgers. What's in your head about this season?
Not much, to be honest with you. I don't really watch too much of it. I'd love to see them win Super Bowl, of course, just because, that's who I played for. But other than that, I couldn't even tell you who they drafted.
Well, they added Aaron Rodgers, who I think, you've played against him, of course.
Yeah.
He's 4-time MVP.
Yeah.
Do you think
if they win, it goes good. If they lose, it goes bad. Winning covers up everything.
Yeah. Do you think anything you're concerned? I mean, you're a Steelers legend, of course. You want to see them succeed. Any question you have about that team this season?
I have no questions. I mean, I want to see us succeed, but I'm not vested into it anymore. So, win, lose, or draw, I would prefer for them to win. But yeah, my emotions don't rise and fall on that anymore.
Do you ever talk to Mike Tomlin? Do you have a relationship with him still?
I'll see him probably like once a year, maybe something like that. Go to the facility or something, depending on what's going on. I have something to do for the Steelers or whatever.
Do you think you'll ever go, this offseason, will you go in there for a workout or anything, James?
I don't work out there.
Okay.
I work out at a regular gym. No.
Got it. Okay, before you go, tell me about your son.
It's like 30, 40 minutes away. Like my gym is like 5 minutes away.
I don't know what Steelers events you're talking about, but we appreciate
It's not an event. I'm saying the Steelers gym, the actual facility itself is 30, 40 minutes away from my home. My actual gym is 5 minutes. So.
Got it. Well, I bet Steelers fans would love to see you out there. I'm probably not at Latrobe, but maybe we'll see you at a couple games this year. I know you're rooting them on.
I wouldn't count on it. I don't really go to many games either. Listen, I loved the game when I played it. No, I loved the game when I played it. I was into it when I played it. And once I was done with it, that was it. My focus now became what my kids are doing. What they have going on. When I did the commentating, yes, I paid attention to it then. I was into it then, but since I haven't done it, if it's not something that somebody brings to my attention, I don't know nothing about it.
Can I ask you, every time I talk to a player, it's hard for them to, it is hard. It's your whole life of playing and getting to the point of the NFL.
No, it's not hard. See, I think this is the problem. Or not a problem. I don't think it's a problem. I think a lot of guys don't get to lead the game on their terms.
Okay.
And that makes them want to get back into it for so long. I got to lead the game on more of my terms than most people would get to lead the game in. I played the game for 15, 16 years. And when it was time for me to go and leave, I made that decision myself. I could have went back to New England because Bill had already told me he wanted me back. He just wanted to wait till the draft so he could tell me exactly what my role would be. when I came back. And I was just sitting there and I'm like, you know what? If he offers me, I love the game, I'm going to play and I'm going to be away from my family again. And I didn't want to do that. So I was like, I'm retiring.
I mean, yeah, 2 Super Bowls. You played till 39. You made the decision yourself. Is there anything that you miss about the NFL?
I miss nothing about the NFL, dude. Only thing I miss is just hanging out with the fellas. That's it. And, you know, I still hang out with a lot of them. Nobody really that played enough and got, you know, got what they wanted out of it really misses the game itself, I don't think. At least the guys I talk to. You miss just the stuff in the locker room, the situations where you're joking around, playing, whatever it may be. Nobody misses the game, dude. Nobody want to go out there and bang themselves against somebody. As much as, you know, as hard as I hit people and hurt people or whatever it may be, I feel that too. I don't want to feel that no more.
And that's super clear. I think a lot of people, I think that's good advice to people to sort of plan ahead, try, you know, not everybody gets to leave on their own way, but you have to have other things, like you're focused on your kids and all of that. You said that you don't really hear anything until like the information gets to you. So the information about, you know, what your Steelers added, they added Jalen Ramsey, they added Darius Slay.
Yeah, I saw that. That was big news. Ramsey, Slay, and Aaron, right?
Yeah, and then, I mean, do you feel like, you know, this 2025 Steelers team could maybe get to a top 5 level? You played on.
I couldn't say because I don't know what the other teams look like.
Yeah.
I mean, you go by numbers and what do you say?
I said you played on 6 number 1 defenses in your career. It's actually crazy.
Oh, that's cool. Nice.
TJ Watt headed for a hold in, I guess. They report in 6 days to training camp. No contract. Can you imagine him playing in another uniform this season?
Could I imagine him playing in another uniform this season? Yeah. It's a business. I think that's the thing that people got to get used to. It's a business. And if they don't come to a business decision that is good for him and good for them, he may be playing in another uniform. It's not like it's unfathomable.
Is there a team that you think you'd like to see him play for?
I would like to see him play for the Steelers. But like I said, again, it's the business, you know, of football.
Here's news this morning. Last one for you. This just happened. Von Miller signed with the Commanders.
I didn't hear who you said.
Von Miller signed with the Commanders this morning. 3-time All-Pro.
I'm missing the first name.
Von Miller.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, that's good. It's good. I like that.
James, go enjoy 7 on 7. It's always good to see you. Good luck to your son's team. Say hello to Mango and give her a nice little pet from us.
Will do.
Thanks, James. Talk to you soon. We'll be back with Jaylen Wright right here on Up and Adams. Jaylen, how much? We have a lot of time, huh?
Yeah, we got some time with Jaylen.
I didn't think that MVP thing. I don't know why you guys are pushing for that. That would go over well.
I don't know. I was just thinking like something because he's not, you know, he's not dialed into what's going on now. I was just trying to think of something.
I don't think I don't think James sees maybe how, because he doesn't care, like how different that line of thinking is. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because you're right. Most guys do not look at things that way when they walk away. But yeah, he also was a unique case.
Something happened here that we couldn't hear me.
No, I can hear you.
Can you hear me better?
It was just he had a lot of. Yeah.
Something happens where it turns red, and I don't know. It's like very scary. Is Jaylen on?
Yep.
Okay.
He's ready to go.
Okay. We're coming with the still, right?
Yep. Bounce back.
See, like it looks like it's going to rain today. I'm good.
Yeah. Still go out there and try to just feel for it. Yeah. Feel the rain coming on.
You know.
The knees start acting up. Yeah.
Okay. Jaylen. Welcome back to Up and Adams. Joining me now, the Dolphins running back who's been dominating just everywhere on the offseason. Look at this. This is a pretty wow photo here. Jaylen Wright, how much have you beefed up? This is crazy.
I've been, I've been working. Just put in the work. When you put in the work, you find results. So.
Yeah, you're listed at 210.
Right.
What are you now?
I'm 210. It just I might be like I cut down like a lot of like fat, and I built like like more muscle, so it may look like I'm bigger than what I am. But yeah, I'm 210.
Level with me, Jaylen. What sucked the most about that? What did you cut that you hated the most?
Not really. I mean, I just was working hard. Just work hard, eat right, just stay hydrated, hydrate my muscles, get massages, and just take care of my body. So.
You're very physical. You play physically. I'm excited to see how this translates onto the field. Everyone, I think when people think of the Dolphins, they think speed. And everybody talks about that 4.3 speed that you have. But I think, and this is why I wanted to start with that photo and all of this, like you run through contact. Like that is something, I think your physicality is overlooked by people. Do you agree?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. People might just see me as like, just speed, of course, because, I was a track guy and whatever, but, the contact balance, the speed, physical, I feel like it's no limit to my game. I feel like, it's just whenever I get out there, it's just that mindset, just not be taken me down by the first guy and, just make explosive runs, just be me, just be that playmaker I am.
232 of your 249 yards, 232 of 249 were after contact. That's insane. 3.4 yards after contact. That was tied with Saquon Barkley and Bijan Robinson. How do you even improve on that? How does what you've done this offseason, how can you improve upon that? That's crazy numbers.
It's crazy numbers, but then again, I feel like it's just a lot more stuff I got to do. Just last year, just given how the year was last year, it's like this year's going to be way different. Just those numbers going to be way higher, and just production is going to be way higher. So, I'm very excited.
I'm excited for you, and you can only have what you're dealt, and you've got an opportunity this year, which is amazing. Raheem Mostert, Jeff Wilson, sad to see them leave, of course, but now it's you. And I keep seeing your name as this breakout candidate. You're on all these screens and lists. The fantasy football nerds love everything that's going on. What does a breakout look like for Jaylen Wright?
I just really feel like, and I know I can be a top back in this league. I feel like just my skill set, my ability, and the system I'm in, it just sets me up to be great. It's just God's plan. Just stay the course. It's a long season. Stay in the course. Just doing what I got to do every time I touch that rock. Every time the ball comes to me, just make a play with the ball. So I'm very excited. I'm very blessed to be in this position. It's going to be a very great year this year.
Have you been focusing at all on the pass game? I'd love to see you a little bit more involved. There were like 120 targets to running backs. Not a lot went your way. Is that something that we're working on?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, the pass game. I'm going to be way more involved this year. Way more involved. Just in everything. Running game, pass game. Pass protection, everything. So it's gonna be really good.
Has Tyreek Hill ever taught you or given you a tip on catching the ball?
Not really. I mean, catching the ball, just looking the ball in. I mean, it's as simple as it sounds, but it's hard to do. Like when you're tired and things just going so fast. But that's when you lock in. Just that's what the off season is for. Working all those things. So.
Yeah, Tyreek is now the oldest starter on that offense. I saw Randy Moss, Hall of Famer, legend. He said this week that Tyreek is nowhere all time, but probably top 5 in today's game. He got in the league in 2016. Have you seen him do stuff that you've never seen before?
Oh yeah, most definitely. As soon as I got there, I mean, they were showing clips, film, past games from the previous year. Tyreek, his speed is crazy. It's hard to guard. I already know it's hard to guard, and it looks crazy. Just the stuff he does on field. Even now, like at his age, running the 10-1, that's pretty crazy. I feel like if he kept it going, he could get in the nines. But Tyreek's a great person, great player. Very excited. What's he going to do this year? You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, and helping out the run game, stretching the field a little bit. I can't wait to see that either. Do you guys? What is the hole that Teron Armstead is leaving?
Wait, I said again.
I said, what's the hole in this team, maybe locker room, that Teron Armstead is leaving with his retirement?
It was hard to see him go. Great player, man. Great player, great guy to look up to. Very great player. I'm very, happy and blessed, to be able to run behind him on his last year. But that's a guy, that enjoys, and he enjoys everything that he earned. He enjoys his he deserves his retirement. I hope he enjoys it. So, it's just happy to see him happy and not having to go through so much beating anymore.
I said, like, Tyreek's the oldest, right? 31. Armstead's gone. That's a leader. Calais leaves. Who is the new that? Who's the new Calais Armstead? Who's taking that leadership role?
Got a lot of vets in, Tua, of course, Tua is definitely that main leader. I mean, that's Oos. I mean, he's number one for a reason. He's that guy. He's going to lead us to, something big this year, and I have confidence and faith, that we're going to be very good this year, as a team, as a whole. So.
Don't kill me. What did you call him? Oots? That's Oots? That's who? What? What did you say?
Oos.
Oh, okay. I've never heard that before. I like that you said that, and you guys will clearly have a connection. Tua led the league last year in completion percentage. Okay, loved seeing that. Even Teron Armstead was saying that he'll take another step this season. Have you noticed like another level to the video game of Tua through minicamp so far?
Oh yeah, man. Tua, he's been as locked in, as anybody can be. I mean, I just feel like the team has been locked in. Even the coaches have been locked in. Just the team camaraderie, the brotherhood, everybody's been coming together. That's what really matters, you know what I'm saying? And like through the course of a long season, that's what really matters, everybody coming together, because, when times come hard, we got to come together and lean on each other, so it's going to be very good.
Big trade happened. You have Minkah Fitzpatrick, which I still can't like wrap my head around, I think. Like, I don't even know. Yeah. Like, I have to see the jersey and figure that out. What has been your first impression of Minkah?
I haven't met him yet. I haven't seen him yet, but of course, the guy, the athlete he is, just growing up, I always heard that name, in college and stuff, always heard that name, high school, always heard that name, very great player, we're really fortunate to have him on our team. I feel like he's going to really help us out a lot.
Let's talk more about you in Miami, what it's like to play down there. What's your favorite part about being part of that fan base?
It's just a passionate fan base. In Miami, great weather. There's always something to do out here. It's very good. Fans are very passionate. They're really in tune. We just got to come different this year. As a team, we just got to come different. Just be those guys. You know what I'm saying? Be those guys to beat. Be that team to beat.
I keep thinking about how you're saying we're almost there, right? Like we're close. I don't think people think that, Jaylen. I think people think, yeah. Go ahead.
It's not. Of course, they might not think that, but that's a must to show them. And we're going to show them all year. We're going to show them. We're going to, keep our foot in their necks. Keep our foot on the gas. Just every game. Just keep showing them. To earn our respect. There's a lot of people talking down on the Dolphins, but we're going to show everybody this year. So.
I think maybe people don't see what I saw down the stretch last year, and I think it's better to fly under the radar. I think that'll serve you guys better. But 6-3, right? 6-3 to finish last year. Like something was happening there. Can you sort of describe what that was? That last stretch of games, 6-3. Like what started to work really well?
I mean, everybody just started to come together. Everybody just started to play together as a team. Like I said, that brotherhood, once we come together, I mean, I feel like we're going to be a very hard team to stop. Once everybody comes together, everybody focusing on their bodies and everything, taking care of their bodies, everybody staying healthy. Just down that stretch, we just got better. So
I saw you were doing on your Instagram, you were doing some traveling this off season.
Yeah.
How excited are you? In a few months, you'll be in Madrid. Week 11 up against the Commanders. Tough game, of course, but I mean, playing in the home of Real Madrid, that'll be pretty fun.
Oh, yeah, for sure. My first time traveling was this off season. And I'm very excited, to see what overseas is like. Yeah, we played there, but, at the end of the day, got to lock in. We got a game at the end of the day, so we'll have time for fun later after the game.
So we're flying under the radar. We're having fun. We're coming together. Maybe, do you feel like you could have a leadership role on this team?
Yeah, for sure. Me as a leader, I'm really I'm not very vocal, but, my work ethic and, the stuff I do on the field, that's my leadership. I lead by my work. Vocalizing, in the running back room, I could work on being a little more vocal, but, I let my work speak for itself. I let my work lead for me, so.
I like that for you. Last but not least, because I will be talking about the Dolphins all of the time, I want to know what you think that you wish the media was talking about more. Like you're saying, like people are going to talk and talk down. What's something that you're excited about, or something that you wish got enough love for this 2025 Miami Dolphins squad?
That we're going to be, just the players we have. We have the talent. We have the talent to be very great. We have the talent, just to go all the way. I just feel like people. I just hope. I just wish people, just gave us more credit. But, we got to show them, show them to get that credit. We're going to show them come week 1 against the Colts. So.
Week 1 against the Colts, is there a game that you're most looking forward to? One that you, circled?
Definitely the Bills.
Yeah, I'm going to look at your schedule. Okay.
Definitely the Bills.
Week 3.
Yeah, definitely the Bills. And the Panthers, I'm from North Carolina, so, going back home, playing at home. All the games, it's gonna be a great year. It's gonna be a great year. I'm very excited.
Everyone bothering you for tickets? What's that like for that Carolina game?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. And I'm gonna have a lot of family out there that game, so I'm very excited to show out for them. So.
And you have to buy the tickets, right? Isn't that the thing? Like it's not you can say I want 20 tickets. You have to pay for those, right?
Yeah, it definitely comes out of my pocket, but just for my family, I'll do anything for my fam, so it doesn't even matter. So.
Yeah, I feel bad for all these defenders you're going to run through. You literally run through people. So I hope people understand how physical you are, not just fast, which you are, of course. Appreciate you so much for stopping by the show. Nice to get to know you a little bit. And yes, people will be drafting you in fantasy, and you're going to hear it every week. And I hope you're embracing that, because it's going to be fun some weeks and not fun other weeks, huh?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Appreciate you. Enjoy. Maybe I'll see you down at training camp. That's it. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Nice
Have
to
a great
see
day.
you. Dolphins running back, Jaylen Wright. Love that. That fantasy angle, that's going to suck for him. I like that he's on the breakout list, though, Ham.
Yeah, but the expectations that come with that, and people, the way they get annoying with their fantasy football. So, yeah. But
I'm trying to, he hasn't met Minka yet. I didn't think that was true. I botched that.
Yeah.
I figured they had met.
I thought it was really interesting when you asked about the leadership stuff with Tua, because I think something that people point out is a lot of times when leadership stuff comes up with the Dolphins, Tua isn't the first name people say. So I loved hearing that out of him. I think that will go over well with that fan base.
Well, who are the other vets in that room? In that team, even? In that team meeting? Who are the vets? Take a look.
That's the thing. It's like Zach Sealer is a guy that's been there for a while. That's played really well. Tyreek, yeah. That's kind of.
He said Tyreek's a good teammate.
Yeah.
I don't want to press on it because I think it makes it more of a story, and I didn't really want to do that. Do you have their odds or anything? No, we'll talk about that later. You know what I want to show you guys?
Yeah.
I didn't get to see this because I think it was out there already, but we have the Isaac TESLAA interview. I think everyone was on the Lions last year. And it's not that I wasn't. I just kind of knew that they were getting their love. And what a freaking season they had. An unbelievable season. But now I'm watching these, like, you know, now's not the time to maybe be on them. You're seeing like the Ragnow fishing posts and like all these things happening. But like Jared Goff's got a, you know, new baby, new energy. I think they're going to make it happen. I'm very excited. I'm like the post-hype sleeper. The Lions are my post-hype sleeper pick for the NFC this year. I think that loss to the Commanders is going to work well in the long run. One of those like heartbreaks that you're like, oh man, but if I didn't have that heartbreak, I wouldn't know what real love is and now appreciate what I like. That's kind of it, or like a driving force to like look inward kind of a thing. Because, and the reason I'm saying that is not Dan Campbell or whatever. It's Jared Goff. It really is. It's this like ability to, he likes to get punched. He doesn't like it, but when he does, he like gets up stronger. He's not like when you're playing Punch Out and little Timmy's gets, you know, hit really hard by Piston Honda and you can barely get up, you know, and you keep having to press the B button. Like he takes one little B and he's up and he's better than ever. So I really do believe in the Lions. And they have this homegrown hometown kid who is so Michigan it hurts. Here's Isaac TESLAA. Okay, here with Isaac TESLAA. You came out here and it stopped raining. What's the secret?
Man, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just good luck.
Isaac, you play in a dome, so it's not going to matter.
Exactly, yes.
What does it feel like to put this uniform on? Being from Michigan, that has to be special.
It's super cool. I've been a Lions fan my whole life, so to be able to put on this uniform for the first time and see my name on the back, feel my number, feel how the jersey fits, and just see everything, I mean, it's awesome. It's
Who's
surreal.
your favorite Lion growing up?
Of all time, probably Megatron.
I was going to ask, like, when you put this on, that's got to feel crazy.
Exactly. It's the inverse of 81. It's 18.
Is that why you picked that? No.
No, I mean, I had like 5 options, but I think it's a good reason.
What would you ask him if you could ask him anything?
How are you so freakishly athletic and good at football?
Yeah, okay. Well, you're pretty big-bodied and freakishly athletic as well.
Yeah, I mean, but he's a whole nother level.
What was this weekend like?
It's been awesome. I mean, doing all this content stuff, getting to meet so many cool people and listen to speakers and just absorb everything. It's been awesome.
Who's like the goofiest in this draft class?
Oh, that's a good question. Goofiest? Oh man, I think secretly he wouldn't admit it, but Jackson Dart's pretty goofy.
Tell me more about that.
Yeah, I mean, everyone sees him. He puts on this little facade. He thinks he's all, you know, kind of walks around with his shades on. But I mean, behind the doors, we were just playing Clash Royale, and I mean, I beat his ass.
You beat him?
I beat, of course, yeah, back to back.
Shoot. What is it like? Have you met Jared Goff? How often have you talked to him? What's that been like?
Yeah, he texted me right after the draft, which was cool. Yeah, he did. And then I sat by him in the locker room the other day. We were kind of just talking, and then obviously catching balls from him and everything. So, yeah, great leader, great quarterback.
Okay, and then you've got obviously like a new offensive coordinator, not new to you. It's your first one. Your impression of Dan Campbell. Your first in-person impression. Hit me.
Holy cow, he's huge. You could tell he played. You could tell he played tight end. Yeah.
You're saying he's huge.
He's huge. He's massive.
Hello. I'm sorry. What?
Yeah. No. I mean.
What is it about him that makes you want to like run through a wall? What is it about him?
It's just his character. It's just the way he goes about his business. I mean, there's a whole reason that when we brought him in, the entire culture changed. He's the head man.
When we brought him in, you're the rookie saying we brought him in years. I love this. That's
I've been a Lions thing my whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's awesome.
What's it been like to watch that turnaround as a Lions fan?
It's
and
been
now
really,
you have to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Big pressure, Isaac.
No, I mean, I think of my dad. I mean, he's been a Lions fan his entire life, so he's been through the ups and downs and the real downs, and now we're on the way up. So just to be a part of this now, and I feel like this is like the best time possible to be coming into this organization. So I'm just extremely grateful, and yeah, I mean, I've been through it all as a fan, so to be as a part of it as a player now is super special.
When you put on that uniform, is it like a pressure feeling? What is the feeling when you think about like all that is ahead of you, and this is a Super Bowl contender?
Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of pressure, but pressure is a privilege, is what they say. So, cheers to that. So, yeah.
What's like the moment from this weekend, from this Panini experience that you want to remember 20 years from now? Like, what's like the snapshot of this weekend?
Oh, that's good.
Outside of Jackson Dart and beating his ass at some game that I've never heard of.
I mean, that happens all the
time.
Actually, it probably doesn't happen all the time, but there's just so many moments. I don't know if I can capture one, but I think seeing my name on the jersey for the first time was super cool last night with that jersey reveal.
What was the emotion?
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Holy cow, like, I'm a Detroit Lion, I'm in the NFL, and
Yeah.
I got my name on the back of a Lions
It almost
jersey
feels
now.
like it's not real. It's like such a story.
100%, yeah, you gotta like
Yeah.
really sit there and be like, soak it all in.
And you have Green Bay week 1?
Green Bay at Lambeau.
And as a Michigan boy, that's actually insane.
Absolutely.
You're going to play at Lambeau Field to start your career.
To start my career, it's gonna be my first game. How
I'm
crazy
sorry.
is that?
What expectations should I have for you? And what about these corners in the NFL? Ready to smoke them? What's the story?
Absolutely. I mean,
Let's
I'm just glad
go.
we're playing at Lambeau early in the season, so it's
Yeah.
not going to be, negative 30 and snowing.
If you
So-
score a touchdown at Lambeau, are you daring Lambeau Leap?
I think if I can find like a little muddle of Lions fans, which I'm sure the stadium will probably be half Lions fans anyways. So
I have
I'm
a
sure I
hot
can
take.
find a little pocket. I
I
know
think
I'm on
opposing-
Raw or Gibbs or someone did it like last year and he got beer pulled out.
Players should get fined if they Lambeau Leap.
You think so?
I do.
I think it's a terrible rule.
I think you should. I think you're not allowed. It's
Really?
not for you.
All right, I'm
It's
gonna do
not
it
for you,
just to
Isaac.
spite you now.
Okay, sounds good. How's your hand feeling from all the signing for Panini?
It's actually pretty sore. Yeah,
Is
I've
it
been
really?
doing my stretches in the morning to kind of help out with that.
Okay,
Yeah.
amazing. He's gonna get fined by me if he does the Lambeau Leap. Maybe he will. Maybe he won't. What's it like seeing? Take me into that. So you were out here. Golden's out here. I saw Savion out here. What is it like seeing somebody that you're like, I like you, but like we don't like each other now?
Oh yeah. I mean, there's definitely. I can't like him anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's
How
against
does
the rules
that
to
switch
like
flip?
him. I just. He's wearing green now. He's wearing green and yellow. I just
Yeah.
I can't like him anymore.
Yeah.
There's no. I can't.
Michigan, you've got your boy here. Isaac TESLAA, 2As. We love him. A+ interview, A+ getting to know him. Big thanks to Panini. That was back at the rookie premiere. When was that, Matthew?
May 17th. Yep.
I'm like, they just told me in my ear. I don't have an earpiece, but that's okay. We'll be back on Monday, enjoying our summer Friday. Of course, thank you guys for watching. Thanks to all of our guests and all of that training camp is here. We'll be back. Go to FanDuel Sportsbook. Check out the Open. Jordan, speed it up. I think. Goodbye. I can't hear. Oh, 20 more seconds. I'm
No,
totally
we have 20 seconds. Yeah. Excited
And
for
not
this
the
sports meeting.
Astros.
I'm excited to
This
watch
Joker's-
Steve and Rory.
This Joker's talking about the Astros winning the World Series. Get out of here. Get out of here. Hit Adams bump with the Cubs and some guy named TCA. Yeah, great. Bye.